Hey everybody, I'm Funzyr. Welcome to Cooking with Funzyr. Thanksgiving's right around the corner, so what we're going to do today is we're going to make 3 different seasoned butters. And to start, we're going to go with the garlic herb butter. So we're going to do a couple of cloves of garlic all chopped up. We're going to actually take about 1.5 tablespoons of the butter that we're going to mix it into anyway. And we're just going to throw this in and let it warm up with that butter so that it can roast in there. We're also going to get our herbs. We've got some sage. It's already chopped up. We're going to throw in a nice pinch of that. We're going to do some rosemary here that we've already chopped up as well. Wait, the first one was the rosemary, this one's the sage. Sorry guys. We're going to throw in just a little bit more sage because sage to me is a very Thanksgiving kind of flavor. It always says Thanksgiving to me. And then we're going to throw in some thyme that we have all chopped up here too. Now, we don't want to cook it. We just want to warm it up until this garlic gets soft. So that's going to take a few minutes. While that's cooking, let's go over here. We're going to make a couple of other butters. First, we're going to do a lemon thyme basil butter. We're going to throw in a whole stick of butter. And then we're going to throw in a nice big pinch of basil. A little bit more, I think. We're going to throw in a nice big pinch of thyme. And we're going to take, this is the zest of a whole lemon. We're going to take about half of that. We're going to mix that in. And then we're just going to take a fork or a spoon and we're going to stir it, mix it in until it's all mixed together. If you've got a blender or something, you can use that as well. You don't have to stand there. But we're just going to cut this in like that until it's all nice and mixed up. See how that's starting to incorporate in there? It's not hard. We let the butter sit out, so this butter, we let it sit out on the counter so it got nice and warm and soft for us so that we could work with it. And there we go. It's going to look sort of like that. You can see how the herbs and everything are incorporated into the butter. What we're going to do now, and this is going to be the finishing step for all the butters. We're out of plastic wrap here at the house, so I'm using this press and seal, which will work just fine. We're going to rip some off. If it likes me. Okay. So this is the finishing step for all the butters. What we're going to do is we're going to take this mixture of the butter and the herbs. We're going to glob it onto here. Scrape it off because it doesn't want to let go on its own. It's a little bit sticky. Trying not to get my hands in it. Okay, so what we'll do now is we're just going to roll it into kind of the shape of a stick of butter so that we can use it at dinner. And then we're going to serve this at dinner with all the rest of the stuff so that people can put it on their rolls, or if they want a little bit of extra on like their mashed potatoes or something, just twist it a little bit at the ends. And then we're going to store this in the refrigerator. It's good for up to 2 weeks in the fridge. We're going to go over and give our garlic a quick stir just to see how it's going. Alright, that's good. I wish you could smell it. That smells so good in here. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to make a nutmeg cinnamon butter. We're going to reach up here and grab our brown sugar, because we need a little brown sugar. You don't have to zoom in on it. They don't care what the brand is. We got brown sugar, we need cinnamon, and we need nutmeg, and we need some cloves. Ginger is good. We're going to kind of try to do almost like a pumpkin pie kind of flavors. Wish I had gotten these out beforehand. I apologize, but it should be pretty quick. Maybe. Buddy, do you know where everything is? Because I don't see it. Did your mother hide it?
No, I think it's at the bottom.
Your mom hid it. Alright, here, give me...
Let me get it.
Give me the camera. Give me the camera. Ah!
Cinnamon.
Sorry.
Ginger.
Sorry, everybody.
Pumpkin pie spice.
All I need is the cinnamon and the nutmeg, please. Nutmeg. Perfect.
You want ginger?
I got ginger.
Ginger.
Okay, thank you very much. Here you go. Alright, so we'll start with another stick of butter. Throw him in there. A little bit of brown sugar will help bring out those flavors. Here's our ginger. Throw a little bit of that in. We're going to throw in, so we threw in a dash of the brown sugar. We're going to throw in a slightly bigger dash of the ginger. Cinnamon, we're going to throw in about as much as we did with the sugar. And then we'll throw in the nutmeg.
Could use the big cinnamon.
Nice big dash of the nutmeg. If you want, you can also add some cloves and some white sugar to this. Make it nice and sweet. We have whole cloves. We don't have any ground cloves.
Oh.
Nobody wants to see me do that. Trust me. Alright, so we're just going to cut this in just like we did with the other one. Finish it off the same way. And then we'll have 2 sticks of butter that are flavored, and it's on to our garlic. So let's leave this for now. We'll come back to it and I'll finish it off myself later. First thing we'll do is we're going to take what's left of that first stick of butter and we'll dump it into our bowl so that we can stir it. Next, you can see that this is starting to sizzle a little bit. You can see that the garlic is starting to turn a little bit translucent, which is perfect. You can have some of the butter, buddy. So we're actually going to turn off the heat under it. Okay, we're going to just dump this in here with the other butter. It's probably mostly going to melt, but that's okay. It'll just be faster when we mix it together. Now this one, since we have hot butter in it, it's going to definitely need to chill a little bit longer. But we're just going to cut this in, and this garlic will be nice and soft, just like the butter. Now remember, with all of these, you need to keep them in the refrigerator because that extra stuff in there will cause the butter to break up if you leave it sit at room temperature. They're good for a couple of weeks, up to 2 weeks, sitting in the fridge. You can see that this is starting to turn into a soup. That's okay. It'll harden up again after it cools back down. So, there are other things you can do. You can throw in a little bit of salt. You can make some seasonings for, fish, or you can put in a steak seasoning into it so that you can melt it over your steak and make it nice and juicy and delicious, savory. You know, there are a lot of ways that you can go with this when you are doing the butter. I just wanted to show you these 3 different ways because we're going to be using them in a few days for Thanksgiving. So thank you, everybody. I hope that you enjoyed it, and leave me a comment or send me a message if you have any questions on anything that I did. As always, I'm going to put the ingredients for all 3 of these down in my description so that you can see it very easily. Thanks a lot, and thank you for coming and cooking with me.